Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas to all who are celebrating Christmas today. So today I would like to do a tarot love reading for all water signs. This is going to be a message from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine, and we'll take a look at the connection. At the end of the reading, after you finish watching the video, if you are interested in an extended reading, please check out my description box. If you're interested in learning more about what inner child wounds or trauma, or learning more about yourself, check out some of the programs that I use. They're listed in the description box as well. They all come with a cost, you guys, okay? The extra work comes with a cost, okay? Just so you're aware. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me, and my email information is in the box as well. So I don't remember if I shuffled these from the last reading. I just kind of forgot. So my kids are still sleeping, and I'm not waking them up. I don't know what. My kids are older, and they kind of surprised me showing up today. I didn't even realize they were going to, I was going to hang out with my sons. I thought I was only going to hang out with my daughter for Christmas. So I think we're going to go check out a movie when everybody wakes up and everybody shows up here. And I have one of those like really yummy pre-made hams that you just basically have to reheat up, and I have sides to go with it. So that's what we're doing for Christmas. We're not opening presents. We're not doing any of that stuff. Just having dinner and spending some family time together. So let's check out this reading. Okay. Excellent. So this is for water signs. Oh my goodness. Excellent, you guys. Like, I've been getting, this is the third reading in a row. That's been really good. So I'll have to pull some clarifiers down here. So let me grab my clarifying cards here. So what I'm getting from the Divine Feminine is that, like, she's moving forward in her wishes and desires. She has the Empress card, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. She knows who her Divine Masculine is, and that's the person that she wants to be with. She's done a lot of healing, it looks like. There's a lot of yellow on the table. So I feel pretty secure and confident saying that she's done some personal healing, that she's taken some responsibility for her actions, that she's being a little bit more decisive, taking a look at the connection for really what it is, and kind of like setting, just really being more assertive, being more direct, having a sense of communication here with the Empress card here and Venus. Like, she's just, and I know Mercury usually represents communication, but Venus does rule relationships. So I feel that communication is open there for her as well. She is passionate about her Divine Masculine, and part of that past, she's kind of used that passion as a catalyst to propel her towards her Divine Masculine, instead of letting it hold her back, instead of being like, oh no, you know, this isn't the right thing to do, and, you know, what are social norms and social conditioning and all this stuff. Like, she's using it as an anchor to propel herself and to move forward. Because at the end of the day, like, who is in charge of her happiness? Who is in charge of this girl's happiness here? I'm going to show you the card. Check her out, the Empress. Who is in charge of her happiness? She is. She's seated on her throne. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants, and she's going to get it, you guys. And she's done the healing. She's gone through, you know, she's gone through a lot to get to this place that she's at today, and she's earned that seat. So she's going to go for her wishes and desires, and her wishes and desires are for her person with the Six of Cups here. You guys see that? So let's check out the Divine Masculine. He has previously turned his back from a situation that wasn't serving him. He realized that he was emotionally invested in another place. I don't want to say that it was with another woman. It could have been he was putting too much energy into a situation at work, maybe too much a situation involving friends and family that was misplaced energy. And so I feel like he's appropriated his focus And now he's focusing on his divine feminine with this Lover's card on the table here. He has an offer on the table for this divine feminine with this King of Pentacles. I think that he's not completely emotionally invested in the connection at this time, but what I'm getting is that that's going to come, that the divine feminine just needs to be available and needs to be open-minded, and I think that the divine masculine will have will begin to open up emotionally, but he could be guarding his heart at this time, kind of not quite, he's not on fire like the, I was going to call the water sign the Empress, so we'll go ahead and do it. He's not as on fire as the Empress is at this time. He's sitting in this King of energy at the moment. But I think that I predict in the future that he's gonna that physical connection is gonna open up and soften his emotions in his heart, and he's gonna have that emotional cut for her. So that's something exciting for the connection. It looks like in the past there was a little bit of unequal balance, probably interference from other people like usual. And from what I can remember from my past readings with water signs, there definitely were other third-party situations that were interfering, like alcohol, friends and family, ex-girlfriends. So I think at this time, those energies were pushed away. Maybe it's this holiday and the coming of the new year. And so people want to have their best foot forward at this time. We can use like the holidays, and we can use like these different, like the divine feminine is using her passion for her divine masculine to catalyst her behavior, and I think the divine masculine is using the holidays and the new year to set his sights on like being a better version of himself, which is excellent. So it's all about, evolving the human being, evolving our consciousness, coming together as human beings and doing and loving one another, and finding out who we love and how to get there. Because sometimes we put ourselves in situations that we think is quote unquote right, the right thing to do, quote unquote. This is right for me to do, but we're miserable, unhappy, dissatisfied, bored, angry, jealous, like. We need to really assess ourselves and assess what our emotions are trying to tell us. Okay, that's super important. Let's get some final thoughts for this connection. Oh, wrong one there. But yeah, so this is a really good reading. This is the 3 out of 3 positive, really good readings I've had. I don't really have... it seems like they're both in the moment type of energy. Acceptance of one another, a hopeful expectation towards the future and towards each other. Okay, one more, guys, hold on. Okay, I'm scared you don't love me as much as I love you. I think that's for the connection. I think they both are kind of sitting in that energy a tiny bit. So, like the divine masculine is holding in his feelings a tiny bit. The divine feminine at this time is a little bit more comfortable being vulnerable and expressive emotionally, but she's doing that with a kind of tact and a kind of skill. That something happened, some healing occurred, or the universe helped her form a new perspective. Something happened. So, okay, I'm not going to take that one. It doesn't resonate. You are my star that outshines all the others for the divine feminine, from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. Let's get one more. Sorry that the lights went out. I have never felt this way before I run, as I don't know how to deal with it. The divine masculine, I feel like that was more past energy. I feel like he's coming away from that. We did have the 7 of Swords on the table, so he is walking away from that circus there. As you can see, he is seeking out his truth. So that was more in the past. So let's get one more from him. Yeah, I really feel I do see myself settling down with you. That sounds more appropriate. I'm really getting from this energy that it's in a good place. Like it's peaceful, it's harmonic. It's just, it feels positive. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it on a happy note. I'm going to leave it on a positive, healing ground. So I hope that you love this reading.